Alright guys, we're attempting round 3 of recording because apparently Axel over here is not entitled enough. I'm not even kidding, to play this game on his PC for some reason. Wow, Alex, why don't you just get more entitled?
I'm not PC enough.
You're
I'm
not.
too entitled.
You're literally not entitled enough, dude. Get better. Alright, did you finally make it in the lobby?
I'm trying to make it in the Xbox.
God damn you, Microsoft.
Your Xbox is taking too long to sync with the cloud.
Buy more clouds.
That's what I'm saying.
This problem could be solved if you had more clouds.
I like how I asked if I use keyboard on my Xbox now. Do you want to invite me or you want me to invite you?
Everyone invited you.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Invited you like
anyway,
7 times.
The Rob Schneider cut.
The Rob Schneider cut of Destiny. I don't know, man. You said you hadn't seen it, right?
No, I haven't seen the extended cut now.
Oh, okay. So like, I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's a. What's up?
You probably should like. Okay, so this is what of which movie? So I'm not.
This is of like Justice League, like of the last Justice League, because that one.
Okay,
remember how bad that one was?
We were talking about it, but I don't think we said anything on this video or anything. So.
Oh, okay, no.
League extended cut of Schneider.
Your Rob Schneider cut. No, the Snyder cut. But yes. So this one's fucking 4 hours long. It's the same story. They got like $30 million extra, and they were just like, "Yo, write some like make it work." And it's weird because honestly, I was like, I didn't look at it as good until I actually watched a game theory on it. Ironically enough, but the movie I'd say is a solid like 7 out of 10, and that's pretty good considering. Like I think like 6 and 7 is like a pretty good movie. You know, like 8, 9, 10, that's like excellence. So I mean, it's not a bad movie. It's definitely worth watching. There's some really cool scenes in it. They redid a lot of the artwork for some of the characters, including the major villain. Not Desaad, fuck. Desaad is... There's just a whole lot of characters that weren't even in the last one, like, entirely.
Isn't Darkseid the villain?
Oh, like, Darkseid is in it. We see him this time. Desaad, another one of the new gods of Apocalypse, is a major character in it. And, I'm brain farting on his damn name, because he's Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf, they completely changed how he looks. He looks way crazier now. He looks like something out of 40K, dude. He looks way cooler the way he is now than what they had before.
So, just because I'm trying to think, I watched it when it first came out in like theaters. Because I'm entitled.
You're not entitled enough, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm not entitled. But I'm trying to think. Oh, you picked the worst map.
Okay, so in the original movie, like Steppenwolf shows up.
No, so he just kind of like walks on everyone until like the very end where
like Superman just shows up, kind of one shots him. Yeah.
Superman and friends one shot. Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
Okay, yeah. So the plot, there was some very important plot points that were left out, which I think would have done a massive service to that story, like a massive service to that story.
Firefight.
You actually kind of feel for Cyborg in this one. It's a lot more understandable. Like I said, having other villains out there and making... Honestly, you kind of feel bad for Steppenwolf, ironically enough, in this one.
Because like, always just kind of feel bad for Darkseid people.
Not really, because like they're all like the guys who run the place are like fucking crazy and evil as shit. So like,
well, yeah, I mean like the underlings. Granted, like yeah,
like I mean like Granny Goodness, yeah, Granny Goodness or Desaad or the fucking stupid ass like soldier dude. They're all.
I'm trying to adjust. I'm trying to.
Oh, I got grenaded too. He dropped a grenade right at his fucking feet and killed us both.
Settings. Give me a sec.
Wow, blame settings over here.
Well, my sensitivity went back to like old man, grandpa sensitivity. But anyway, proceed.
Oh, what the hell? Why are my buttons all fucked? Are you changing my settings too?
Can't change
Called
your
it.
settings.
See what I deal with, people?
But anyway,
so yeah, there were just like a lot of really critical plot points. It turns out that like way back in the day, like Steppenwolf fucked up pretty bad, and essentially he's just like banned. He got the ban hammer from Darkseid. Fuck. And he was like, yo dude, he's like, yo dude, you just can't come back. You have to claim 10,000 worlds in the name of Darkseid before you can come home. And so like he's literally just been traveling the multiverse in this one, ransacking like thousands and thousands or billions and billions of fucking like universes in the name of Darkseid, because yeah, he's salty as fuck and wants to come home. Yeah, like in the last one he was just an asshole. So like there's some real character involved. And the stakes were a lot higher on this one because like the anti-life equation was introduced. Like Darkseid apparently fought Zeus back in the day and lost.
Triple kill.
in this,
Yeah,
in
like
the extended cut?
yeah, you see it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like apparently our plane of existence back in the day
So
was the
why do
only
we have
one to
watch,
ever
like,
stop.
an extended cut for this? That's my problem.
Well, because
It's like, why is all the cool stuff fucking DLC?
agree. Yeah, but doesn't this sound so much better than what you remember out of the
it
last
does.
one?
That's what I'm saying.
what the fuck?
But again, we're having the DLC.
I mean, I agree. I'm not gonna tell you no, but the problem was the guy. This is the guy who actually intended to write the fucking film. Like he's actually doing this now. Holy shit, I'm going down.
You know, we only have one life left, so you can't suck that.
Maybe
much.
not. Oh, yep, I am. Grenades. Oh, a nice revive just in time to watch you die.
Yeah.
5 lives left.
Oh, we have 5 lives left. Get the hell out of here.
Oh. I only thought we had one life. Oh, that's not.
It's like, how much have you died?
I have no idea. But no, it just sounds like they're trying to milk you for all
I mean,
at a
yeah,
certain point.
isn't that any company's job?
I honestly believe that there's a way of doing it, and DC just does a terrible job.
Well, the problem is they don't have the funding or backing of Disney. I mean, let's face it, at the end of the day, that's like literally all.
Yeah, but whose fault's that? In all honesty, like if they would make good quality shows, they'd probably have a lot better funding.
I mean, that's not wrong. But the problem is that everyone, like, they keep getting owned by a different company every 3 minutes. Like,
That's because they're just consistently bad,
Reinforcements.
right? Or at least
Well,
I think
no.
the DCU's consistently bad.
well, yeah, the DCEU is bad, Alex. Like, I'm not denying that. Like, no one disagrees with that. It's just more so that, like, what the fuck? Where am I being shot from? Damn. Like, they just never get the funding they fucking want. And honestly, you're right. They just have had they didn't have 20 years to build their fucking franchise like Marvel as a result of that specifically, because their shit keeps getting moved around so much. And they have a huge, since they don't have all that time to burn, like they just want money. Like they're just like, dude, give it to us now. Like shit, dude, we need the money out of this. Where Disney's like, well, we can afford a fuck up. Like whatever, you know. If we have a flop, it's a flop. I mean, who cares? We're fucking Disney,
Yeah,
you know.
Like, I don't think the MCU's had like a major flop within the last so many years. Except for the last, I will say, I really hated the last movie that came out.
Which one?
Where they went back in time and stuff.
Oh, Infinity War. Yeah, Infinity War was pretty ripped. Honestly, I think
I truly believe the second part of Infinity War was just a cluster.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, there's no matter what they try to do, there's no saving the end of that, in my opinion.
It was just like some people wanted out, so
he armor locked it. That elite literally armor locked it. I'm still shocked. Shit, that's a lot of explosives, dude.
gosh dang it. Dude has a fuel rod. Jesus, there's two.
Whew. Jesus.
Frenzy.
Got him.
I'm trolling.
Oh no, he had a sword. I got killed by a sword guy. Careful, he's up on the top floor.
Yeah. No, that's how I died. There's 0 lives left, don't worry.
No lives left.
He fucking stuck me.
Two enemies remaining.
He's got the fuel rod. Careful.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, he's got a concussion round. A concussion bolt. Yeah, he literally just fucking ran up and stuck me.
Oh,
Last enemy.
that's not how I run.
Nice.
Okay. Is it just like a grunt or something?
Is he stuck? Oh, no.
God damn it.
Oh, he fell
Can't
down.
fucking go.
You almost killed yourself there.
I don't even think. I think that was.
Ooh,
him.
that was it. Easy.
Game over.
No, we
Woof.
we
That
did.
got wild.
It's god awful. But no, I don't know.
Yeah, there was weird shit.
It was
yeah.
just sprinkled in within the movie, or can I
It-
just like watch the last hour of it?
No, dude, it's the whole movie. There are like a lot of scenes that are completely unnecessary. I'll admit that, because it's like the dad would call it like artsy stuff, like slow-mo with music, like Aquaman like walking into the ocean with like music in the background, and it's like, okay, it's dramatic effects, and like it could definitely lose like the leaving effects. Like anytime somebody leaves the screen, you know, they have that moment. Like, yeah, we could probably go without that. But outside of that, like, it's honestly, like I said, it's a pretty good movie. I mean, I think it's worth watching. It adds a lot more context to every character. Like I said, Cyborg's actually like a character in this movie.
I don't know. I think the original movie was just dumb.
The original
shit, if you
movie's
ask me.
unwatchable. Yeah, it's like
Firefight.
Green Lantern levels of stupid.
Covenant forces inbound.
Hey, what the
Defend
fuck?
I'm not
yourself.
trying to say that.
Set.
I don't-
Start. Skull.
I don't think my. Whoa, no. My buttons are correct. I got fucking stuck. Damn it.
Kill.
Oh, drop shield. Look at that.
Jesus.
Yeah, they got fuel rods and stuff. But, No, I think the movie in general is just horrible.
Yeah, no,
And
it's not good.
I was wondering about the extended cut.
Yeah, it's pretty like I said, it's pretty good. It's definitely worth watching, man. The fan base can be pretty fucking retarded because they're out there like apparently bashing Kong vs Godzilla for some reason, like intentionally downvoting the movie because of reasons like I don't even know.
Well, that was a wonky segue, but yeah, no, since
It
we're
wasn't meant to
switching
be, but that's like
to-
an actual thing.
No,
Why
that's-
I'm not
that's
sure.
fair.
It's just weird.
Kong vs Godzilla. Well, I can see a lot of downsides to it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not like. Yeah, I think it's weird that some people are like just trying to like hate on that movie for the memes. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I don't know. For a Monster Mash or a Godzilla film, I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, it's as Godzilla film as it gets, dude. I don't know. It had a big fucking fight. It had a bunch of fights in it. Like, what else do you want from that?
Coming from like people literally in suits to that is just fucking amazing.
We're coming a long way.
Yeah,
Oh, we have infinite
Oh,
ammo.
God.
Holy shit.
yeah, but they are literally spawning right on me.
Snyder spree. Running riot. Triple kill.
Oh, it got me. I was nuking kids. Yeah, I
So,
think
what were the best scenes you think of Godzilla versus Kong?
honestly, that should have been a Kong movie. I've said this a few different times before. Like, if that whole movie was just like a Kong movie, and like he fought somebody comparable to fucking Godzilla, like I'd be cool with that. Like before he fought Godzilla, Kong was like getting his like actual shit figured out in this movie. Like, and his parts of the movie were really strong. Like that's some of my favorite parts of the movie.
Sniper spree.
I feel like we just got like Godzilla thrown into a Kong movie because they wanted a cool fight in the end, and then Kong lost. Lol, lost in his own
I
movie.
don't think Kong ever like really had a chance throughout the whole movie, which
How could
is-
he? Bro,
I don't.
he's not
I
nuclear
think they-
radiation, bro. Like,
You had an axe that was.
yeah, he got next from the other guy.
Reinforced.
I mean, he's supposed to have the intelligence and everything else. That he's supposed to be capable enough,
I mean,
but
cool.
Sharp shoot. Killing spree. Double kill.
I don't know. It'd be cool to see how they expand the universe. I guess I'll just put it in that direction.
I agree.
Or if they do like a second one and Kong's significantly bigger.
Like it keeps growing.
Yeah. That might make it a lot better. But they, in all honesty, they really did have a lot of good good ideas with Robot Godzilla or Mecha Godzilla, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Using the three-headed one. I can't think of his name right now. I
Ghidorah.
thought that was a really
Or
cool
Ghidorah.
idea. Yeah.
Triple kill.
Styling on kids over here.
Reinforcements.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That was a pretty dope way of, even though it's like realistically retarded that it ever worked, it wouldn't backfire on you.
They just need to like. stop with the people, dude. No one gives a fuck about the people. I mean, the rich psychopath and like all that business, yeah, you can focus on that. But like, dude, no one cared about half the human characters in that show. And if you say you did, you're lying to yourself.
They're making the 1%ers look really bad.
Did you see the guy bitching about that?
Yeah.
Double kill.
Wasn't it?
Why don't you pick on somebody else besides the rich? Why are we always the villains?
Yeah. I was gonna say, wasn't that on Fox News?
Yeah, I don't know. It's dumb wherever it was. It's like, dude, what you want? Like poor psychopath people making Mecha Godzilla? Would that make any sense? Like, what do you want?
I mean, realistically, I could see it happening, but
Like, what poor guy is gonna build Mecha Godzilla?
well, you don't think they can't build Mecha Godzilla in a chalk shot of like Detroit? Wow, that's pretty racist of you.
Yep.
I might be stuck.
Rip.
Yeah, feels bad. But
5 enemies remaining.
got this one went by pretty quick.
2 enemies remaining. Last enemy.
Are you shooting at me?
No. His grunt took. He was shooting down. I got him.
This job done, Spartan. Well done.
Game over.
Gosh dang it.
Almost got
Okay,
you.
so the pet peeves I was talking about yesterday was I don't know why, but I find it really just cringy when someone tries to pay for an item and they throw their card on the table instead of just handing it to you
Yeah,
like
that
a
shit's
human being.
frustrating, dude. It's like, man, do I look like a like
Like,
I get people
and-
who try to do that shit, and I have card readers on the table already, and it's like,
Yeah.
would you want me to swipe that shit for you? Like, I don't know your fucking pins. Get the fuck out of here.
At the place I work at, you swipe or
That's
I
a
swipe.
respect thing,
They
dude.
know.
That's a big
But-
respect thing.
Like, you stare them in the eye, you put your hand out for it, and they just like toss it on the table. Like,
It's like,
come on,
dude.
man. It's just really frustrating.
Are we being real right
that's all I'm
now?
gonna say.
Is that really what we're doing?
Another thing, which like this is just an individual, or which I get a lot of them because I work at a liquor store. But there's a dude who literally talked with me for a good hour and 30 minutes about like Jesus Christ and how Trump was gonna come back and save the world, and how like Obama was a hermaphrodite and shit. And
Wait, is he not?
oh. So like it literally, and when I say
Kidding.
an hour and 30 minutes, it was an hour of 30 minutes of like before I closed.
Yep.
So it's not even like oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Starting skull and arm.
God damn it. It's not even like it's during the day where another person will come in and be like, "Yo, I gotta check out. You need to shut up and leave now." It's
Nope,
at the end
they just
where
gonna hang
there's
out.
few people, and he feels the need to tell me his life story.
Dude,
And
I understand. That shit would happen to me
everything
all
else.
the time in Joplin.
That is like one of the most frustrating things.
No, apparently I can't get in their dropship. That feels bad. But yeah, no, I agree, dude. It is not enjoyable to have that shit popping off. It's like, dude, I'm trying to give good customer service as any decent employee would in, a location like this. But like, it's scumfucks like you that ruin good customer service. Because you're not looking for any service at all other than to jerk yourself off to whatever it is you're pitching, and it's like, that's not cool.
Well, like most of the people like that normally come by and pretty much like, "Hey, have you seen this new television show, Tucker Carlson?"
It's like,
and I'm just like, I
oh.
don't think that's like exactly
New.
new, to be honest. And they're like, "Yeah, I just figured you didn't watch it, but you need to watch it." I'm just like, okay.
I heard that you believe something other than Fox News, so dude, you need to educate yourself, is essentially what people are saying whenever they say that, dude. Tucker Carlson's so fast, dude. He's so smart. He says stuff. And then if you like look into it at all, you're like, wait a minute, dude. None of that's true. What?
But no, like when people bring that up, which like I don't like to talk politics or anything, and I really
fucking do.
try to avoid it. Me and my boss like
I don't work,
jerk each
obviously.
other around because he's Republican and I'm obviously not really Republican. I'm more like
Not really Republican, amen.
But so we really do like jerk each other around with it, but like, and I enjoy my boss. He's a good guy.
There's a way to do it in a healthy manner, and it's hard for some people to
when we
catch on to
do
that.
it, we do it more in a healthy manner. But most of the workers there kind of just like would tell the people to go F off, right? And I try to be nice and give them that customer service, like you were saying.
Yeah, because you should. I mean, you want to have a successful business. That's the best way to do it.
Well, it is a successful business, and you know people are always gonna walk over and buy alcohol. It's not really hard to sell it or anything. But I like the owner, like I said, and I try to do my best to get the customers to come back just for my boss. But good lord, I really want to look at people in the face and be like, you're an idiot.
Alex, want the sniper rifle? I'm trying to get rid of it.
There's so many times during the day I'm just like, I don't think you're. A lot of the people, honestly, in there just aren't in the right state of mind to begin with. But good lord.
Yeah, tell me about it, dude. I live in fucking a big ass city. Dude, half the people who show up to my business are like so baked out of their minds. They don't even know where they're at. They like literally pull fucking idiot from Undercover Brother, and they're like, "Wait, this isn't the kids' store," and they just like walk out of my store, and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening, dude? Of course this isn't the fucking kids' store."
I don't see a problem.
Or they'll be like, "This isn't Champs." I'm like, dude,
But it isn't Chance. Yeah. So
There's a
what
little
they're
sign.
saying is they're saying the correct thing. It wasn't Chance. They're just stating facts. So you're
Yeah.
hating people because they state facts.
True. I do so hate me some facts.
This is why you can't watch Tucker Carlson.
True.
Like
That's why I'm
that.
not smart enough.
You can't freaking accept facts.
True.
You must be one of them Democrats. Oh shoot. I'll be a medic.
You're gonna be a detriment to the team over here. Keep losing all our lives.
Yeah, no, I've been dying a lot.
Even inting.
But every time I fucking spawn, I'm spawning in this spot for some reason, and
That's okay.
there's just a...
I ended that elite for you. Oh no, but then they flanked me. I was doing so good up there. We need to defend that area, Axel.
Damn it.
Need to
I'm
get back
doing
upstairs.
chat.
Oof, they just crashed the car.
Why are we playing with other people? I think that's a real problem.
Well, because those matches were in the doubles were like 2 seconds long. And to be fair, you were the one burning up all the lives, really. It's the first time they've died.
Reinforcements.
Yeah, well, that's what they get.
Double kill.
Styling on kids now.
No lives left.
So, okay, God, bunch of assholes.
Yeah,
dying.
so people being
Um,
dipshits at the counter, people being dipshits, let's see. People being dipshits,
So what,
like, and
what
just
would
hanging
your
out.
pet peeve be? Because
I don't
I definitely said my pet peeve would be people not
for like
handing
customers
the
specifically.
fucking card.
Yeah, customers
Yeah,
not showing any
at
respect
work.
is very frustrating. And that could be, that takes a variety of forums, in all honesty. What the hell is this
Well,
damn drop
more specifically,
spec?
like I said, I was very specific with the whole card deal.
I don't know. People who are like, I guess the idea and of like other people and like the whole like Karen idea, like using that term Karen, like, man, when you do come across the people who are like quote unquote Karens, like, holy shit, dude, they are just so fucking scumbag.
Like the overuse of the word Karen.
No. I'm just saying,
Karen
like,
in general?
I hate to use the word Karen, but like Karens, dude,
Okay.
when they show up, like, I don't know. I bet you don't typically have a lot of problems with like people bringing alcohol back because they didn't like it, right? Like, that doesn't happen very often. Because you buy alcohol you don't like, it's just like, you're an idiot, right? Well, like, in the business I'm in, they come back pissed off because they didn't like the product. Not because the product was, like, not that there was anything, not that there's anything wrong with the product, they just didn't like the product. And it's suddenly my fault they don't like it. even though they can't find any way to prove that they bought it. Like that's really frustrating to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Imagine if somebody walked into your store, didn't like the alcohol they bought, and they wanted to return it, but since they didn't have a receipt, like, they're just pissed off and in your store now.
And
they're not leaving until they get their money.
Free flipping shit about just alcohol in general.
What do you mean you don't have fucking crazy alcohol?
Lack of product is very frustrating. Oh, I got one-shotted? Holy
Wow.
shit. I got one-shot meleeed by this guy. Rip.
Die.
Damn, you're the last one.
All our deaths.
I didn't realize
Am I
we were the
really?
last two guys left.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Objective compromised and under cover
Rip.
control.
Game over.
Jesus. God, you guys suck.
You died. You just at the bottom of the bar doing the worst. Died the whole fucking time.
Oh no, that was pretty bad for me.
You're inting that game.
I got to thinking. I really get frustrated with, like, and I'm not the person to complain or like to complain about my coworkers being ass or anything, but
I am.
Jesus.
I am after moving
That,
to Arkansas. I'll blame my coworkers to the fucking day I die at this point.
That pet. I
Kidding.
don't know, dude. Let's think.
Nah.
So okay.
You ride with me. I got you.
You've been doing a lot of like Green Lantern shit. Well, what made you originally watch or like want to do Green Lantern content?
I don't know. Dad used to. My dad actually used to talk like a shit ton of that stuff back in the day, and it was always interesting. He always posed really like.
That seems pretty cool.
True.
I'd like to meet him.
True. I don't know. He always talked about that shit, and he hyped on it so much. And I always heard him talk about stuff, but I never really like focused in on it or anything. I didn't even like Jon Stewart in the Justice League animated series. I liked his character, but I don't know. He didn't really stand out or anything.
No, he kind of seemed like a tool to me.
And it wasn't until I started I decided I was gonna
Firefight.
I read all the way through
Defend this area, Spartan.
Naruto. Actually, I rediscovered Naruto in college, and I started digging back into like manga and stuff. And I was like, fuck it, dude. I like reading content like this, so I'm gonna give comic books a shot. But I was too lazy as fuck to read them, so I wound up watching reviews of them on YouTube, and people dramatically tell them back to me. And as a result, I listened to a bunch of shit, and some of the generic stuff, Batman, Superman and stuff. But god, dude, every time I'd get a Green Lantern story, that shit was so fucking crunchy.
So you enjoyed the crunch?
Dude, I enjoyed the fucking crunch factor. It just seemed like their stories were the craziest, man. They had the craziest villains, they had the craziest powers, and the more I looked at them, they were just so much more interesting than any of the other like characters that DC had to offer, let alone like Marvel or some of the other things.
See, that's kind of weird because when I watch her, I might have killed my own teammate. No, I guess I didn't. I like Flash because he's more down to earth. So
Reinforcements.
when I read or watch or whatever about Flash, or even Spider-Man. Spider-Man would be a better example. Spider-Man's really down to earth.
Yeah, Spider-Man's a
Like,
much better example. I wouldn't
you could
consider Flash down to
probably
earth at
see
all.
yourself be Spider-Man, you know?
Well, I think the unique thing about Spider-Man specifically is, of course, you can see yourself as him because he wears a mask, and that every young teen wants to be Spider-Man because he's got that cool badass, you know, like almost alter ego he takes on whenever he becomes, you know, Spider-Man.
You feel for him, like you've probably been in that situation
Yeah.
yourself.
Because he
know,
experiences a lot of
whether-
things that normal people experience. And I think
everyone's had super strength and debated about doing like football and stuff, right? No, I'm just fucking.
Well, like,
But,
I think that's what makes the Green Lanterns unique as well, is because you may not see yourself as Hal Jordan. He's a named character, but the cool thing is you could still look up at the sky and think, dude, I could get a Green Lantern ring. Hal Jordan's just a normal guy. I could be just like him if I got a Green Lantern ring. So it allows you to put yourself in the shoes of that character, through the lens of that object or that tool.
Okay, so like, let's think of it this way. Not to be ageist or anything, you know, because I'm super old now.
Yeah,
But,
you old people.
I old people problems. I'd probably say that like willpower, in general, for us as this universe is slowly fading. Would you disagree, or is that just again me being ageist and
What do you
saying
mean? What do you mean by that?
the younger generation is just
Why? I don't know. I don't think the younger generation's like shit. What's wrong with the younger generation?
Well, I think in general, like we talk about willpower and whatnot. I think they're just in general. I don't want to necessarily say
What emotion?
lazier, but-
What emotion do you think? What emotion do you think they're getting? And what makes you think that they're lazy?
I guess probably more in our society, it's more greed and lust. In all, in my experience, and I don't want to sound like cynical or bad or anything, but
God, this fucking hunter. I don't know, dude. I think that what the fuck? An orbital drop that hunter?
yeah.
Holy
I had
shit.
nothing else.
Fuck, 2 more Phantoms dropping inbound, along with those that hunter support. That hunter didn't even die from that orbital drop, dude.
Those orbital drops are low key trash.
I don't know, dude. I wouldn't necessarily say that, I wouldn't necessarily say they aren't, because I feel like a lot of people get trapped in the guise that any generation besides theirs doesn't have it as hard as theirs simply because of...
Oh, I'm not saying I'm saying they probably have it harder because technology itself makes, in ways lazy. It creates laziness.
Oh, it's easy. Yeah.
I'm saying they probably have it harder due to technology and stuff.
They have so much more they have to learn to be relevant than you and me ever
Yeah.
did.
But again, that causes a lot more problems in my mind.
I mean, you're just looking at it from the generational gap that you're in because it looks lazy to you, but I mean, a lot of people said the same things about us when we were playing video games, but you know what? That just by playing those video games, that gave us a ton of hand-eye coordination, and it's given us a lot of entertainment to escape to essentially leisure and sit back on our lives, you know. A lot of people looked at sitting on a computer as being lazy, and for some people that's their entire lives now, you know. So I don't know, dude. I'm just really hesitant to I'm
not
to
trying
pull
to
the
say
trigger on
like
that.
it's all of them. I'd hate to I hate it when people say millennials in general are just shit because they're seeing the
I see the
few
crazies.
of
Yeah.
them that are and then just putting them all together. So I'm not trying to say that all of them are. Oh Jesus, I'm stuck.
I think I don't know. I think will is present. I think will is something that's ever present regardless. I don't think that I don't think as a totality, like the way I would define the idea of will is simply desire to do something, your want to do something. So as long as there is a want for somebody to do something, the drive for somebody to achieve something, then it's still there, it's still powerful. And the drives might be different, but I think it's still comparable, if that makes sense. Now,
Oh shit, that's not the end? I was trying to kill our teammates. Snag. Oh. Yeah, that's the orbital strike if you want it.
Yeah, if you go for it if you want, I don't care. How much is left in this 8? I don't fucking want this shit. Damn. Damn Phantom didn't come down. There's a weapons cache up here, holy shit.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get. Dude, there's a mad thunderstorm going on.
Oh, they're everywhere below us.
I don't know. I guess I kind of went on a weird tangent there.
Yeah, that's okay, dude. I don't know. Will is a very interesting thing, especially the way it's viewed in DC. Regardless of how you view anything outside of that, it's just a very odd concept.
Telemetry received on standby.
Running riot.
I think that yeah, I don't know. Lanterns are just so weird. It's weird to compare the lives of someone who is entirely driven by an emotion to like a normal person.
Well, they have more than just that emotion.
True,
Really,
but
they're powered. They're powered by that emotion exclusively. But
I think that it's kind of like I call them emotional blinders because they kind of make you like just like a horse, like blinders on a horse do. They just funnel your vision emotionally, so you can't really feel anything like that. It's like Carol Ferris. All Carol Ferris ever does is love Hal Jordan, but the problem is that he's so blinded by willpower that he can't stop doing. He just can't stop doing things to sit down and like love her, like just like hang out with her, and it's like outrageously frustrating to her, you know. Even though he wants to, he just can't because he's so driven. So dedicated.
So, talking about Greenlanders, did you ever debate that one guy about Gurren Lagann? I know that was
no.
supposed to be a debate.
So my current schedule, I'm finishing the Kyle Rayner scaling, the Kyle Rayner, and that's the version of that's the Green Lantern I'll be using in that debate. I have that done by the end of this month, and then the debate with him will be in June. Because he had to download a bunch of guidebooks apparently. He had to translate a bunch of guidebooks from Japanese. Because nobody yeah, it's just taking a lot of time to light novels. So I've got a little bit of time before I can do that. I'm gonna put out a comprehensive scaling on Kyle Rayner on my channel, and I'm gonna watch all the fanboys get mad when they find out that he is like high outerversal.
I don't know. With your Discord, they throw like outerversal out like it's nothing. If you ask me. And
I think
like that.
I think that like
I don't care who you are. If you say Jason's fucking outerversal, that's.
I got the band hammer
that's
there for a
ultra.
second. That was weird. Well, I mean, Alex, you would be surprised. Is all I'm saying. At just because you don't know the content that it's not there.
MK.
And of course, he's using
it's-
comp Jason, which means everything that's essentially sponsored by the company in terms of that character. And yes, those arguments are dumb, but that's how people like to argue. So like, if that's their thing, then more power to them. You just have to recognize that those are stupid debates and don't participate, or just choose a really dumb comp character yourself and laugh at them, because there's a lot of them that are really dumb.
Like I said, I think that's kind of what throws me off of versus a lot.
I mean, that's fair. There's idiots in any community, and the problem is there's a lot of idiots in this. There's a lot of people in the comic book community, but there's very few people who are actually in the power scaling community. There's a lot of people like to talk about comics and say they're power scalers is the big problem. Like, that's the biggest problem we have to deal with in that community. And every character has so much content that you don't know about, dude. Holy shit.
I've seen the cartoon of it.
I mean, I wouldn't have thought Star Trek had characters that could fold Mr. Mxyzptlk, is all I'm saying.
Are you talking about, give me a sec, God damn it, I can't think of his name now.
Oh, I got hammered. Fuck.
Yeah, I think our teammate killed me.
5 enemies
I
remaining. 2
almost said
enemies
Wiz.
remaining.
It's
You're
Q.
talking about the Q, yeah.
5 lives left.
I literally just fucking spawned right in front of a hammer bro.
Rip.
No, I used to watch all that with
Live
Dad,
ammo. Weapon drop.
with Daddy Dearest.
I don't remember any of that shit, dude. Like, I literally do not remember anything about Q in that entire fucking, like, thing.
No, that was. I don't think that was in one of the better.
Q, one of the guys in the House of the Star Discord, Alex. That guy scales Q, and like he has some fire scans for that dude, and it's just like, what the fuck even is that thing? Like, holy shit.
I don't think that's in one of like the better Star Treks. If you're like, if we're gonna talk about Star Trek in general.
Well, I mean, whether it's
But,
better or
no,
not is irrelevant. He's
stupid
fucking crazy powerful, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can tell that in just like the shows you watch that he's pretty dumb. But there's people above him, I believe, so. Which again,
I mean,
I haven't watched.
There's people above him, but they're just like his race, and like they're all Qs
Yeah.
or some shit, right?
Yeah. He's what I'm saying is he's not even like the
Yeah, he's not
strongest
even
of
top
his
dog.
race.
Yeah, no.
He just likes fucking around the
He's just the most relevant one to the main crew.
story,
Yeah.
which I'm trying to think. I want to say that's the one where they get fucking lost.
But either way you look at it, there's just every verse seems to have like all sorts of weird shit that you'd never heard about before.
Well, I don't know if it's you never heard. You just don't fucking realize or.
You've never heard
Or
about, right? Like,
I don't think that the writer intends it to be a certain way, but
that's
you can take it a
100%
certain way.
true. That's 100% true.
And I think a lot of people, when they hear about like certain characters being stupid powerful, you're just kind of like, it's hard for people who don't understand power scaling in general, because it was hard for me to grasp it too. Of even though the character might just look like a dumbass and be like a joke character, it doesn't mean it's not a powerful. or
You can
strong
still take that seriously, yeah. Like, even though a character's derpy, if you still take him serious, if you look at the shit he does and just objectively say, like,
Yeah, no,
this guy
no,
blew up a
that's
whole
what I mean,
dimension, like, that's crazy as fuck. But yeah, no, it's like the conversation I had with somebody specifically who said, like, the idea of power scaling is irrelevant because it's all fiction. And it's like, well, no shit, like, obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's all fiction, but you have to treat it as its own canon. Otherwise, like,
No,
I guess
If
we're
it's
just
not
brains in
real.
a jar. Like,
Rip.
you know, like,
No, I understand. That's a pretty crunch way of thinking of it, but
yeah, I don't know.
The ping people targets.
No, this isn't Gears of War.
Oh, there's a hammered bro guy.
God damn it, I got stuck.
I know.
I'm going armor lock for that stupid shit. But yeah, I don't know. Power scaling in general is super fun. That's another reason I like a lot of the characters I do, is because it's so interesting. I like very curious and interesting power sets. Those are always things that I've had a very strong attachment to. Anybody can just be strong, or anybody can just have like a a base power set, like, oh, I'm durable or whatever, you know. Like, being able to do interesting things with your power has always been something I've been a fan of.
I'm just saying that power scaling can be super wonky, especially if someone doesn't know about it. That's what I was getting to.
Well, I don't. I don't know. See, like that sounds so weird. Like if you don't know about power scaling, but everybody does it. Like, Dad tried to tell me recently he didn't believe in power scaling at all, and I'm like, well, you think like Thor can beat up like Hawkeye, right? And it's like, well, why? And that's power scaling. Like, why do you think that? Essentially.
I know, but if someone was just like, yo, Thor would get manhandled by Bugs Bunny, not like realizing anything about power scaling, it kind of just sounds like a joke, right?
Well, I mean, it could, and like if you just ask why, like once again, just follow up with like, well, why do you think that? And they're like, Bugs Bunny is Bugs Bunny, lol. And it's like, well, okay, well that guy's fucking stupid as shit. Like he didn't prove anything there. But if the guy's like, yo, Bugs Bunny can crush a universe in his hand. So he just crushed the universe Thor was in. Like,
but
I don't know. It seems pretty logical to me. I don't know.
That,
I'm a much more rational person than most people, I guess. I don't know.
Everyone knows probably both those characters, right? But when you watch Bugs Bunny, you don't think about him crushing that fucking character or that universe in his hands. You just think it's a silly cartoon, right? A harmless cartoon of a dude going around like.
That's memey, it's gaggy, like 100%. Yeah.
And then you think of someone like Thor, which is a venture, Billy badass. So, it was hard for me to correlate something like that, in all honesty.
I don't know. I think it's just weird that people define things as irrelevant or relevant based on their idea of what they think is adult enough or like serious enough. That seems, I don't know, I guess that's an arbitrary decision that other people make that I don't think I've ever done. So it's just a weird concept to me. I grew up arguing with Dad about like who would win who in a fight, like who would beat who in a fight. Like we used to do it all the fucking time we were raking or whatever fucking 8,000 chores we had to do. Like we'd sit back and we'd argue about like crazy shit, and Dad would talk about, you know, all these crazy like huge ass battles between characters.
Yeah, but I don't know.
So they gave me that kind of mindset.
Are I'd say interesting at the very least.
I mean, like I said, every community will have idiots, dude. I'm not here to deny that. The Outerversal comp Jason memes is a prime example of that. However, what is very frustrating is people who genuinely believe like really bad scaling, like One Punch fans. Like One Punch Man one shots anyone because he's a gag character, and you're like, oh, so that's the logic you're using. Well, like, how about Bugs Bunny? And they're like, no. And you're like, wait, what? Why? And they're like, because his gag is to one punch anyone. It's like Bugs Bunny's gag is to fuck up anyone he's ever around. And they're like, yeah, but like Saitama.
It's I think it's just really hard for people to grasp of like a kid's cartoon that's very childish in its ways of being pretty OP.
Like I said, I guess I'm not average. I'm not normal in this department at all since I've always done this. It's just it's such a foreign idea to me to like limit yourself to thinking like that, I guess. But as long as the evidence is there, that's all like I care about.
acting so bad.
Yeah, it just got
Which
robot
is
voice.
fine.
I'm just wired different, I guess. I don't know.
Double kill. Triple
I don't know. In all honesty, if you would have like told me that SpongeBob could beat Master Chief or something like that, and have like
Triple kill.
viable evidence, I'd still tell you like you're a retard.
You're fucking
In
trolling.
all honesty, just because like I truly enjoy and love Master Chief, and
Bonus round.
Yeah, it's hard to admit your
SpongeBob,
favorite character
right.
loses to shit, but like at a certain point, you just gotta look at the evidence and be like,
hey, enemies everywhere.
like,
But you know what I mean, like putting those two characters up against each other just sounds so stupid and
it's a very dumb matchup.
obnoxious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
But-
deny.
But I'm sure there are skillers for idiot out there that's like, well, she just soak up all the damage and
Oh
punch
yeah,
his
no,
dick and
we
explode his
we have a
pancreas or some
SpongeBob.
shit.
We have a SpongeBob thread, and these guys are still adding to it to this day, and he has some pretty stupid shit. Believe it or not, he
Yeah,
has
so-
inaccessible speed.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what
even
I'm getting
making it
at.
up.
So stuff like that just seems. If you
It
brought it,
seems
up to an
unbelievable,
average
yeah.
person, I'm just gonna go ahead and say they're gonna tell you the fuck off, right? There's
Yeah.
not a huge conversation into that because they're not.
Do you want to keep going?
They don't understand. No, I gotta pass out, dude.
Yeah, I figured that's where we were rolling. Well, it's been fun, boys and girls, but yeah, we gotta call it here. Theromax family all crashing out.
This is I don't know. It's been a good talk. I feel like that's
Oh yeah, just been BSing.
not a bad place to end off of it. Of how power scaling can be super wonky. Of bullshittery, if you ask me.
It can be if you choose to perceive it that way. I'll agree to that.
Fucking in meat cannon, SpongeBob can fucking melt himself down and cook his enemies himself.
True.
Fucking.
I wouldn't doubt it
spicy
with that
memes.
idiot. I hate that show. I hate SpongeBob. I'll lose all my fans for saying it, but I hate SpongeBob. It's true, dude. That little retard is strong.
I don't know. I'm gonna stop myself there because I'm already getting it. Fucking.
Okay. On the way out,
Losing-
on the way out, we'll do a versus thread that people can comment down below, okay? Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls versus Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls.
I don't know. Is that the uncle?
The triangle. That's the triangle that's in that
Okay.
show. Okay.
The Illuminati.
Him versus Glob from Adventure Time.
Glob as in like the god glob?
No, or Gorb. It's Gorb. That's what it is.
Glob is like an actual entity.
Yeah,
at the
Glob's an entity.
Adventure Time.
Or the Gorb, the
That-
chaos god that's like running around and destroying everything. I've heard a bunch of memes about this in the Discord recently. So
Have you never finished it?
I fucking haven't, unfortunately. But I'm hearing
bad.
some pretty interesting. I'm hearing they're comparable,
No,
like in the same ranges. And
It's
that's pretty wild.
Spicy. I haven't seen a lot on the Illuminati, dude. I haven't even seen a whole lot of that show.
Yeah,
Not Adventure Time, but the other one.
Dude,
to
you
be honest.
it's honestly worth it, dude. You and Krista like that show, but like, yeah, he's a two-dimensional being who can reality warp some pretty wild stuff. he's just got meme magic, dude. He literally has meme magic and do fucking whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, we'll end it there. Later.
Later.
Next time we'll pick up with Halo 1, Chapter 1.